But what we're really here to see, what everybody's really here to come to see, is we finally have, well, some paint on the cab. Welcome back to the workbench, where we try to make things. And it's Tuesday, so we're back working on the Revell Ford F-100 pickup, the Foose design kit they put out a while back that we're doing a lot different. And if you'd like to get caught up on those differences, there's a link down in the description where you can get completely caught up to where we are right now. And where we are right now, well, is actually working on the body, which is kind of off frame here. We're going to look at that in just a second. A few things we want to look at before the body. But before we even do that, I wanted to show you guys this killer t-shirt that Billy from Frankenstein Creations sent over to me. I love it. That is one more. Ignore the microphone on his chin, but I love it. It's a great shirt. Even better channel. Make sure and get over there to Frankenstein Creations channel, to Billy's channel. It's a beyond creative channel. And if you're a fan of this channel, you know how much I love just creativity. So if you're a fan of this channel, you will most likely be a fan of that channel too. I highly recommend get over there and check it out. But let's dive back into the F-100 for right now. Or you can go check it out now. He's probably got better videos anyways. But if you want to stick around, we're going to take a look at the F-100. I wanted to just real quickly look at the interior again. So I'm going to go ahead and just pull the interior out of this. Well, actually, before I do that, let's do this. I'm just going to take the motor out, set it to the side, and show you that I think the idea is to feed the wire out here for the lights, for the interior lights, and probably for all the lights. So headlights will come back this way, meet up here, tail lights coming here, all the other auxiliary lights coming to probably a point in here where they'll make contact with that base. But I wanted to show you what I've done to make this happen, or make it, I guess, to make it a little bit of a cleaner appearance. As I went ahead, I've been working on these brackets. So what I did is I've printed up 3 different size brackets. So I have, this is 025, 035, and 045 IDs of the hole in the brackets. I was able to use the middle size one, and I'm going to use it to kind of run the wires. Hopefully you can even see that. So I painted the wires black, and then I've used one of the little, I keep saying bracket, it's really a clamp. It's like a clamp bracket clamp. I don't know really what you call these, but I've put one right here to start running it back. Now this will run underneath, and then when these wires come out, so, well, for example, so a lot of the wires will be coming from here. I'll run them down the frame using those little clamps, and then all the way to, just to make it look like tidied up wiring harnesses. And I do want to mention, I went back and forth. I didn't know, I thought about painting them body color, because I thought, on a truck like this, they would be painted body color, but then it's just a sea of body color on the underside of the car. And I wanted to give, on the underside, I kind of wanted to give a little bit of variety to make it look like a car, I guess, and not just a painted wall or something. So I went with black, and then I think with on the clamps, and then I think with the wiring harnesses being black. By the way, I'm going to put in basically a little, probably a drop of CA right here to make it look like a grommet, and then I'll paint that black. So I'll use some thick CA glue, obviously some Star Bond thick CA glue right in there to fill that in. I probably should have done that. I didn't think about it, but and I'll paint that black, and it'll make it look like a little grommet. Anyways, so that's kind of what's going on with the interior. I guess I've shown the interior completely glued up and ready to go. It's good to go. But what we're really here to see, what everybody's really here to come to see, is we finally have, well, some paint on the cab. When I say some paint, the cab itself is actually in 2 coats of base coat or body color. Let me take it off. Actually, let me just take it off this completely. Get that out of the way. There we go. So we can put it a little lower. Obviously, I still need to paint the hood, and I still need to paint the grille. I did go ahead and glue up the lower fascia, or what used to be the Bronco's bumper, which we've kind of reshaped and recreated into a lower fascia that'll be sitting basically on the ground when this thing's, all together. That's going to be literally on the ground along with the fenders. Basically, it rides the same. This is the same, on the same plane as the back fenders and the running boards and all that. So that's going to be pretty cool when it's just sitting way down low like that. Anyways, I did get 2 coats. Let me go ahead and take the unpainted stuff off. Oh, I know what I was going to mention, though, real quick. I'm not sure if I want to go black with the grill or body color? I'm kind of leaning body color. So I was going to ask you guys, do you think black grill or just keep everything body color? We're going to have the headlights in there that are lit up, that'll light up and whatnot. I'm thinking body color right now. Let me know what you think down in the comments section. But let me get this stuff out of the way and we can take a little better look at the body itself and what, kind of what it's going to look like. I still need to, I don't want to put clear on this until tomorrow. And actually, it's not that I don't want to put clear on it till tomorrow. I don't want to wet sand it until tomorrow. It's actually, pretty well cured and off-gassed and all that stuff. But I want to give it a full 24 hours. 2 coats that I mentioned, I've got 2. And when I say 2 coats, it's more like 4. So it's a light coat, heavy coat, then a light coat, heavy coat of body color on here. And it all looks pretty good. I was looking for if there was any spots. I mean, everything looks pretty good. Oh, I might have to look at this one little spot right here. I didn't notice that. There's one little spot right here I might have to do a little work on that I didn't notice, but everything else looks really, really good. I'm going to go body color on the inner fenders. These are the Mercedes-Benz inner fenders that we've put in here. Well, either Mercedes-Benz and styrene. You can see from the underside how much how much went into putting these inner fenders in here. But that's what gave us our mounting points for what are going to be our airbag struts. They're going to go in here in the future. But the reason I mentioned this is that what's kind of cool about these inner fenders is they've got a lot of little details. Like this looks like a power steering pump reservoir here, so we can paint that up along with these lines, and I can add to these lines and give all that detail. This looks like probably what would be, I need to clean that. I was just looking at it. But anyways, this is going to be, or what looks like a windshield washer reservoir, the reservoir for the windshield washer fluid. So that's kind of cool, which got me thinking, because I'm going to be putting in, and actually I think we're going to be okay, because I'm going to use the Broncos. I removed the formed in, molded in. That's right. Where the molded in wiper blades that were here from the F-100, and I'm going to add in the Bronco wiper blades here. But I think there's a little bit of roughness just right here and right here that I can see. I think it's going to be okay because the wiper blades are going to be sitting right on top of it. So I'm not too worried about that. I think I'll let that be. I think the only spot that I do notice, but actually both of these corners, if I was doing like a real car, it would actually look perfect because it looks like it's taken some damage. Nah, I'm going to fill it in. I'm going to refill that, sand it, repaint the bottom fascia here just a little bit. I was thinking, do I leave it? Because that's what would scrape, if you were riding low, that's what would scrape. But no, I think I'm going to make it perfect. So it's just a little bit of fill that's going to need to be taken, need to happen right there. So anyways, that needs to be done. But what's great is by next week, the body paint should be done. I do need to go get another can of paint in true Tandem Seat Television fashion. I am out of paint, but that's easy enough. This stuff's available. The paint I'm using is available at AutoZone, readily available at AutoZone. So I will have this fully painted and in clear next week. So next week we will be working on, and when I say next week, next Tuesday, right? So F-100 Tuesday, I guess we'll call it for right now. I will be working on the suspension, and that's kind of all that's left. We've got all the stuff that goes in the bed already done. I'm probably going to I think I did already reprint it. I just need to paint it up, which would be the air rides stuff and just a few other little beauty panels and whatnot. I do have to repaint. I need to remember. I do have to repaint up here where we did all the work to get the motor to fit in here and the interior to fit. But yeah, I'll take care of that by next week. Just let me know what color you think the grill should be, black or body color. Let me know down in the comment section. Let me know everything. I'd love to hear all you got to say about this down in the comment section. A lot of this build has been from you guys' suggestions, so I really do appreciate it. Go check out Crankenstein Creations. You won't be disappointed. Go check it out. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the hype button, hit all those buttons everybody tells you to do on YouTube. I've got paint to go buy and a lot more painting to do. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.